And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Willmar Fest Grande Parade. This is Bev Davis.
And James Miller joining you again, Bev.
And we're very excited for this year's parade. The weather's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you're watching this on RAC TV. The parade starts with the Willmar Police Department, that thin blue line. And you're seeing people standing, of course, as the colors are presented. By the way, little trivia, our own Rudy Vigil here at RAC TV was the very first community service officer for the Willmar PD. So they run around and do all the great things that they can to help the community and help the officers do their job as well.
They do so much work setting things up. We have the American Legion, the Color Guard of Post 167 and the VFW Post 1639. This is the Marine Corps League out of Litchfield and Willmar. Quite a few of the retired Marine Corps veterans there and their family members joining us here for this Willmar Fest Parade.
And the Willmar Fire Department, who puts on that fantastic pancake feed. And I can tell you, after running that Foot Lake 4 a couple times, that tastes so good. They do an amazing job.
Now, the pancakes were flying this morning. All the royalty stopping by to pick up their pancakes this morning. And the pancake guys, they're a bit of artists with
They are
stuff,
good.
I tell you.
They are good. Tastes fabulous.
Well, sunny and 74. It might be a little hot today. We're in the full gear there, but our firefighters are definitely battle tested, ready to get out and protect and serve. And I think we'll get to see the new truck too.
Oh, yeah. Hope so.
We're so thankful for the fire department to host every year the pancake breakfast. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Saturday is always a busy day, from the pancake breakfast to the Foot Lake 4, as you mentioned, the Grande Parade kicking off, and then a lot more festivities going on today. Coronation at 3 o'clock,
right,
where we'll crown the Willmar Fest Queen of Festivals, our Aqua Princess and International Princess. And then tonight, out at Robbins Island, it's all part of the beach party. We have a lot of kids' fun games from 5 to 7 tonight with the inflatables. That's the Kids Carnival with Jenny O Turkey Store. We've got music from a band by the name of Brat Pack Radio.
Oh,
Used to frequent Melvin's back in the day in Spicer quite a bit. They've been all over the area. Great music. The Rotary Club will have a beer garden out there. And of course, the Little Crow Ski Show at 7:30, and then Works Over Water tonight at 10 o'clock with Q102.
You know, it's pretty wonderful to have an encyclopedia of Willmar Fest sitting right next to me during this. It's just like you are the knower of all things, James. That's good.
It's been a fun organization to be part of, and this year I took on the role of president and just keep things rolling. Well, we've got a great team, though. That's what it really gets down to. There's ladder number 8. I love the new truck.
Nice. Love the flag on the front. Very lucky to have such a responsive emergency services coordinated effort in this area. Very lucky. We're got a lot of helpers behind the scene here, of course. We have our director, Rudy Vigil, and Larry Selchow, and Cody Miller, Katie Vigil, also helping us to bring you the Willmar Fest Grande Parade.
See some more flashing lights as they approach, and we'll soon be joined by the Willmar Ambulance Service, Brad Hansen and his crew from Rice Memorial Hospital and Karis Health. You'll see a lot of them out volunteering because of the Foot Lake 4. You have a lot of our PD guys, the Willmar Police Department, out helping with a lot of the barricades, their explorer crews,
right,
the CSOs.
Yes.
Our fire department, of course, they were out and about with the flapjacks, but still ready to get out if need be. And here's Brad right there. There's sure more lights on Brad's vehicle than anybody else's.
I was going to say, that's pretty flashy.
A little side accent lights even, I tell you. You'll see Brad coming.
the Stingers, they have their law enforcement night, and it's pretty cool to see a lot of the people from the various agencies come out for that, and you get to see that they do actually take time off once in a while and enjoy themselves. So this is Kandiyohi County Rescue, providing vehicle extrication and water rescue for the entire county.
Of course, they have a multitude of vehicles depending on what type of rescue they need to do.
Right. And is this our Grand Marshal, James?
Yes, there's our Grand Marshal, Steve Brizendine with Willmar Community Ed and Rec. Steve's retiring here at the end of the year. Very involved in all the parks and the productivity and all the different programming that goes on. Steve's just been a great guy and very, very instrumental in helping us with Willmar Fest, make sure we have all the stuff going on and we're in the right places. And
wonderful.
Yeah, it was fun to be able to have Steve as our Grand Marshal as he's set to retire here at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talk about hardworking group of guys. We're going to see some of the beautiful painted snowplow blades from the Willmar Public Works Department. Gary Manzer and his crew.
Right.
I'd name them all off, but I'd miss somebody. They do so much of the work. I mean, they really are the unsung heroes of Willmar Fest. Whether it's setting up barricades or getting Robbins Island ready, they really do it all. They did a project where they actually had help painting some of these snowplows 2 years ago, and
so cool.
They still get to show them, and it's just a great way. But again, very instrumental in helping Willmar Fest be successful each and every year.
That's cool. Looking forward to some good music during the parade today as well. I think that's always one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, we're very excited. Four marching bands joining us again. We get to hear from the
really impressive, yes.
I think that would be rather fun to drive in a parade. I don't know about plowing snow with it. So we could get my driveway done in one sweep, I think.
And our mayor, Mayor Marv Calvin, in the Willmar Fest Grande Parade. In a pretty sweet ride, I have to say.
And we have the Willmar City Council members, Andrew Plowman and Kathy Schwantes from Ward 1. Let's see, Ron Christensen and Julie Osmond on there from Ward 2. Rick Fagerly and Fernando Alvarado from Ward 3, and Sean Mesky and Audrey Nelson from Ward 4.
Fest 2018, we have Queen of Festivals, Jenna, International Princess Ashley, and Aqua Princess Mary.
And you can see Junior Princess Annalisa there, Dante the Junior Prince, and this year's Senior Ambassadors, Audrey. They are all decked out and ready. Their last parade together for their reign. They'll be handing those crowns over. Actually, Audrey handed hers over on Wednesday at the senior coronation.
Okay.
The kids on Thursday night at the block party. And there actually are the new junior royalty. It's Prince Oscar and Princess Harper. They get to ride in a convertible today.
They got the wave down already.
Yeah, they were both pretty excited about that, except for they were upset they weren't going to get any candy.
Oh.
Wait, we have to be in the parade? We don't get candy? No, you guys. This is Gary and Sharon Magus. They are the new senior ambassadors for us, and they'll get to go along to quite a few of the parades that we go to with the big float throughout the summer months and just enjoy themselves. And there is 7th District Congressman Colin Peterson. Always wanted to be part of the parade. Colin, his schedule's pretty busy. He's actually up here today, and as soon as the parade's over, he's heading down south to be part of the Granite Falls Western Fest.
All right, and this is our first Willmar Fest candidate, Emily Scala. She's 19, and she's been very active in school musicals, National Honor Society, Student Council, golf, speech. She's volunteered quite a bit, participated as a student Rotarian. She's currently attending the University of Minnesota in the Twin Cities and majoring in microbiology and child psychology.
Oh, there's that beautiful red Mustang, and in there, the Minneapolis Aquatennial. They're actually celebrating their 78th year. It's coming up in the 3rd week of July. It's pretty exciting to have Aquatennial here every year. We've been very lucky to have quite a few people go on to be part of the Aquatennial festivities. We have Commodore Bill and Princess Rayanne. They've been a fun time over. They were at the Stingers game with us last night. They're hanging out with us all day, had pancakes this morning. They'll be moving out to the beach party and coronation and all the fun festivities that go on as part of Willmar Fest. Willmar has been able to have 13 different young women who've been queen here go on to be representatives at Aquatennial, either as a princess
Pretty exciting.
or as Queen of the Lakes. Actually, 6 young women from Willmar, the most recent being Laura Swartz, just a few years ago, who got to go on and be the Queen of the Lakes for Aquatennial, then go out and actually represent not only the state of Minnesota and Minneapolis, but Willmar really across the country. They go to just a ridiculous number of events between their 3 ambassadors and their seniors, and they try to get to, I think it's close to 700 or 800 events every year.
Wow.
I know Laura, when she's part of it, got a chance to go out and be part of the Rose Bowl parade.
Oh my goodness.
So pretty exciting opportunity.
Well, and they have so many things that they provide to the young ladies in terms of just development and scholarships and all kinds of additional things that people probably wouldn't even think of.
You can almost tell by the colors what's coming up here. Yes, it is the Jenny-O Turkey Store. They are our largest sponsor for Willmar Fest. Actually, our presenting sponsors. They've been for a number of years. From a Willmar Fest standpoint, we truly appreciate the Jenny-O Turkey Store and what they do to help us celebrate the city of Willmar. From a city of Willmar standpoint, we really love the Jenny-O Turkey Store. Just great people, very dedicated to the community, very involved in the community of Willmar. I suppose we could say, Bev, look at those turkeys. I don't. I know. Sorry.
All right, and this should be our South Dakota Snow Queen Festival ambassadors here. We have Snow Queen Hannah, and is there a junior Snow Queen in there as well, April, and then Snow Queen Ambassador Michaela.
They're always excited to get out and enjoy fun summer festivities.
Right.
Their festival, we head out to South Dakota every year in January.
Yeah.
So what a difference it is from sunny and 74 today to we go ice skating while we're out there, and it can sometimes be below 0. Goodness. Not quite 74 below.
This is very exciting. The Dassel Kato Marching Band. So James and I will let you listen.
again, everybody.
And the 10-Pin Youth Scholarship Program follows the band today. It's supported by several area businesses, and it's a scholarship program that not only provides some mentoring, but an opportunity for, I love the way they put this, for youth to earn college scholarship one frame at a time. I mean, that sounds so much fun. So you can join a league, bowl, and then watch your scholarships grow. What a great idea.
Very nice.
Oh, and right behind them, one of my highlights. These guys are fun to watch. It's the Osmond Shrine Cycle Corps. They're a precision parade unit made up of mostly Harley-Davidson motorcycles. They perform the loop-de-loops, their circle eights. They do all the different stunts and maneuvers. Very entertaining. They do it to support the Shriners Hospital for Children's in the Twin Cities, one of the finest orthopedic care programs for children 18 and under. And they do that with the intent to help out families who can't pay or don't have the ability to pay to get the needed medical services they can. So it's kind of fun to watch these guys as they roll around on these large bikes.
And North American State Bank, they have been in the parade for years. And they, of course, have their old reliable ship, 129 years in the banking business. And they are also a past recipient of the Willmar Fest Aqua Award and the Queen's Choice Award. It makes me want to go to the beach.
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely ready for the day. You can see the kids even behind it. And there's the mainsail cannon. They love to shoot out T-shirts, an occasional cannonball or two. There's North American State Bank located at the intersection of 28th Avenue and South 1st Street. They have the whole family and the whole crew.
No more Yankees and Rebels this time.
Right behind the boat, of course, the Kandiyohi County corn and soybean growers. They're proud to be part of this community. And of course, they like to participate in the Willmar Fest Grande Parade. Our farmer and agriculture business members always believe in strong local communities, both economically and socially. That's why they work hard every day to take care of their resources and provide financial stability for our communities and, importantly, for our schools. And I'm going to guess they're tossing out candy corn, as they like to do. There they are, tossing out the candy corn with the corn growers and soybean growers. And I think I spy my nephew Emmett in there as well.
Oh.
Next up, Kre Speedway for Kandiyohi County Sheriff. Greg's running for sheriff this year. He looks forward to meeting and talking to everybody as he's out and about on the campaign trail this year. Greg is currently the chief deputy for Kandiyohi County and has dedicated the past 22 years of his life to serving our community. If you want to find out more, Steen for Kandiyohi County Sheriff.com. And looks like they've got themselves a nice vintage John Deere tractor there in the parade too.
And the next entry in our parade today, the Kra City Ambassadors, Jordan and Madison. And their event in Kra City is the Prairie Fest, July 14th this year.
That's been one of our favorite festivals to go to. They always host a pretty incredible rib fest.
Oh.
As part of it, we have to use trash bags as bibs, though, with the dresses and such for our royalty when they go there.
That's
but they
awesome.
definitely have a lot of fun.
They still have one.
Thank you.
Oh, there's one of the big rigs from the boys at Dooley's Petroleum. Of course, they distribute fuels, propane, and lubricants to residential, commercial, agricultural sites all across the upper Midwest. They have offices in Murdoch, Willmar, Kra City, Litchfield, as well as Sauk Rapids. And it's always about providing customers with superior products at competitive prices. They were shining up those tires this morning as we were prepping and getting ready for the Willmar Fest Grande Parade.
And from Hutchinson, the Phoenix Drumline. They're an independent organization, students from grades 7 through 12. They're in several parades around the area, and they also do have some competitions that they're part of as well. Again, the Phoenix Drumline.
Our next entry of the parade is from Children of the Promise, and actually something exciting coming to the Kre City area this fall is a one-seed corn maze and pumpkins for you to check out, and that's all an endeavor of Children of the Promise. I don't see many of those around, so it's exciting to see that, and not that far away.
I'm directionally challenged, so I usually don't go into those.
So fun and scary.
Yes. And here's a very nice young lady, 19-year-old Abby Keenholtz, and she has been in choir, orchestra, softball, active in church, teaching Sunday school. And right now she's attending Ridgewater College and finishing with her associate's degree and a communications certificate as well. She wants to go on to university level and major in elementary ed and youth ministry. She currently works at Cardinal Place, sponsored by Willmar Bus.
Yeah, speaking of Willmar Bus, there they are right there, driving the big new white coach bus, Mike Kubish.
Yeah.
And this is actually the bus he's bringing along all the visiting royalty and dignitaries all over this week. It's brand new to the fleet at Willmar Bus. You know, whether it's bringing kids to school, there's the school bus on cue, him and Youngblood driving the bus there. It's your best choice for transportation, Willmar Bus. They're our official bus service for Willmar Fest. We appreciate all the support we get from Mike and Ken and the entire Willmar Bus crew.
Yeah, they're great guys.
Oh, it's the crew from Cashwise Foods. You can always recognize them by the size of the shopping cart they have. And I tell you what, I could use one that big when I take the family grocery shopping. It's amazing. Cashwise Foods, always number one in low prices, and just a great crew to work with.
I'm one of those people that grab the little basket thinking that's all I'm going to need.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
About halfway through, you're looking for a cart. You know. I just wish I could find boxes of cereal that big so I would only have to go to the grocery store once every month or two.
And we have some dancers coming up from Willmar Just for Kicks. The dance program is for kids aged 18 months to 12th grade. And I tell you, having been a mom of a dancer, I like watching the little kids the best, just saying. But it's a great way to get them to get some fabulous exercise, coordination. So again, that's Willmar Just for Kicks.
They're part of the Grande parade as well as our kiddie parade this past Thursday night. They were part of that as well. It's all part of the Willmar JC's downtown block party Thursday night. Just one of the many festivities. So much stuff going on all around the community when it comes to Willmar Fests. And they've got a great crew, just a big crew too for Just for Kicks. This is one of Willmar's newest businesses. It's called Outdoor Diamonds. The guys are like this. It's from tools and toys to custom builds and workhorses. Outdoor Diamonds has something for you year-round. They got a little bit of everything from trailers and all the things you need to haul all those tools and toys. Plus, they'll find you some tools and toys to put in them, too.
and Assembly of God Church in the Willmar Fest Grande Parade as well. AG Church in Willmar, as they're often called, hosting their free vacation Bible school at the end of July. And you can check that out at willmarag.org.
Looks like they're amped up for Vacation Bible School.
Kra Speedway, certainly a Thursday night tradition in Willmar. They have some great stock car action racing going on at the Kra Speedway at the fairgrounds in Willmar. Those Thursday night races, 6:30 throughout the summer. And if you have a younger one, 17 and younger, are free, no admission.
Following behind Kra Speedway is a big group from the Kandiyohi County Republicans. They invite everyone to celebrate our great American heritage, remembering our past and looking forward to our future. You can find out more information on their Facebook page or online at KandiyohiCountyRepublicans.com. But I see Dave Baker in there. I see Tim Miller trotting along. Andrew Lang hiding somewhere there as well. It's all together as part of the Kandiyohi County Republicans, all part of the Willmar Fest Parade.
Woo!
Yeah, there's Dave right there.
How's everybody doing here? What do you like about the parade?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Any other kids with you today? Where's Cam? Good morning, guys. Grandkids are up.
And Let's Go Fishing, a great organization. They provide wellness boating and fishing excursions. Since 2002, they've been doing this for youth, seniors, veterans, and the disabled. In the past, I've been out on some rides with them as a helper, and they are just, it's amazing what happens. It's just the best, absolutely. 21,000 people they have worked with.
All right, our next unit you can see from the Sons of Norway. That's pretty traditional group of Norwegians walking along with their unit, the traditional Norwegian Stabber model, of course used for storage purposes on Norwegian homesteads. Oh, and look at that little guy sleeping away in the parade. I love it.
Hey, he's running the cameras. Listen for it on the TV.
We saw a traditional Stabber house a few years ago where the goats actually were cutting the grass, which was the roof, much like it looked like there. Well, the celebration of Raymond Harvest Fest coming up on August 25th at the end of summer. Just a ton of activities. Whether young or old, they have a 5K walk run. They have a waffle feed. They do a Lions supper, plenty of kids activities, great music, the parade, the coronation. It's just a fun-filled day just down the road, 11 miles in Raymond. We'd love to have you come on by. You can enjoy your summer and kind of cap things off. One of the last festivals we get to with Willmar Fest is the Raymond Harvest Fest. Where do you suppose they found pumpkins already? I love it.
And Pep's Barbershop. They are now under one roof with Relentless Ink, located right next to Walgreens on First Street.
Steve Pepin, proprietor there at Pep's Barbershop, announcing his bid to run for mayor of Willmar. So he's out again. Steve Pepin for mayor too, shaking hands and talking to everybody he can.
And the Willmar Cardettes dance team from Willmar High School usually treat us with a little routine.
Another one of our Willmar Fest candidates today. This is Stacy Banks. Stacy is the 19-year-old daughter of Earl and Deb Banks. She's a 2017 graduate from Willmar High School. She was involved in softball, volleyball, and maybe appropriate enough, she's following the Cardettes. She too was a Cardette. It's been part of a lot of other different things. She's right now enrolled at Ridgewater College, pursuing a business degree. She'd like to open up her own doggy daycare. Stacy's Willmar Fest sponsor is Mills Automotive Group, and she gets a chance to ride in that beautiful Mills convertible there too.
And we have another candidate for sheriff, Daniel Burns. He's worked for the sheriff's department for over 33 years as a deputy, and born and raised here in Kandiyohi County. He says he looks forward to your vote on August 14th. That's the date of the primary. If you've ever had to go to the courthouse, that's a great place to find Deputy Dan.
Yes, he'll be right there at the front door making sure you're all set to come in. Dan jumping in and out of screen. The bright orange shirts I love of the Burns for Sheriff.
And this is Callie Jensen, another one of our Willmar Fest candidates. She's 18, and she's been in choir, speech, chorales, musicals, volunteered many places, including Meals on Wheels, part of the Family Promise Task Force team. She's at the University of Jamestown in North Dakota and planning on obtaining a degree in elementary ed. And her Willmar Fest sponsor is Slumberland Furniture. Again, that's Callie Jensen.
We had the orange, now we have purple. You'll see the purple signs and flags all over the community. It's Jane Vixie Real Estate. If you're looking to buy or sell property, you can call Jane, Jasmine, Jelani, all at Jane Vixie Real Estate, 796-1000. Matching purple buckets.
Pretty recognizable when you're driving around the area.
Talking just a moment about Callie Jensen and all the different opportunities to volunteer. We actually start off our Willmar Fest week on Monday. It's kind of the unofficial stuff. All the candidates get together. We start practicing for coronation. We then get out and we get volunteering in the community. So on Monday, all 6 of our candidates and our 3 current Royal Ambassadors got a chance to go out and volunteer with the United Way Gromobile. They had a chance to go to Bethesda. They went to Rice Care Center.
Wow, that's
Spent some time talking to residents, having some food. Again, volunteering. Tuesday, they volunteered with the Kandiyohi County Food Shelf. Got things cleaned up around there. They actually taped for a project that was happening the next day where they painted the front entryway with another group of volunteers. So they've really had a lot of opportunities to get out, find out a little bit more about their communities.
Right.
And it's always neat to see what they've learned because things have changed over the years. So they've been gone for a year, and now here's a great opportunity for them to find out a little bit more about what's in their community and maybe what they have happened to miss.
Right. Now, this is a group that is absolutely amazing. The KMS Marching Saints, love listening to them. They have so many honors, too many to even mention, but some highlights definitely was a trip they took in 2016 to Honolulu, Hawaii. They were honored to be representing the state of Minnesota at the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. And they perform all throughout the state each summer. They've also been to Washington, D.C., Michigan, Colorado, Canada, Chicago, New York. Very proficient group, a very strong musical program in the area, and they just do an amazing job.
our KMS Marching Saints. It's Kirkovan Town and Country Days, and their junior royalty. That's junior royalty queen Kaya. Anissa is the princess, and Summer, one of the other princesses. I was going to mention, this is one of the last times you'll get to see the KMS Marching Saints for this summer. They've got a very busy schedule here in June, and they take off after their performance tomorrow up at Alexandria, the band festival parade that they have in Alexandria.
Okay.
Knocking the little kid over.
And Premium Waters in the Grande Parade. They're located in Willmar with 18 other locations throughout the United States. They specialize in home and office bottled water and coffee delivery service. And you can see they're passing out some of their fine water in the parade today.
And they're being joined by the crew from, well, the Dorothy Olson Aquatic Center, Willmar Community Ed Recreation. Many of the people involved there with Willmar Community Ed Rec, you play, laugh, and learn. Of course, our Grand Marshal, Steve Brizendine, the head of Willmar Community Ed Rec. So they're helping to toss out water to everybody. Great way to cool off here on this beautiful, sunny Saturday for Willmar Fest. Lifeguards and Pam Berwink, the heads of the crew there. Tossing candy, too, it looks like.
Hello.
Well, this is part of the crew from the Hopkins Raspberry Festival, part of the royal family.
And it looks like this is Senior King Jay and Senior Queen Deb, she says, questioning herself.
Now, if you remember, the Hopkins Raspberry Festival always has the giant raspberry basket and all the different things going on. They've kind of returned to a different part of their history. 1962, Hopkins was known as a car town. They had 6 major car dealerships, 12 different car sales lots. So they've kind of gone back to the vehicle, the Hopkins Raspberry Festival, and their royal family.
And we have Junior Royalty Princess Elsa and Queen Lottie. And we have some just amazing vehicles in here, too, like a 64 Pontiac Le Mans, a 57 Ford Fairlane.
And here's their full royalty. That would be Queen Natalie, Princess Chloe, Princess Kelly from the Hopkins Raspberry Festival. Can almost hear those engines revving, the big Evinrudes. I tell you, the Little Crow ski team, they've been around since 1979. They continue to entertain fans every Friday night throughout the summer in Near Park in New London. And then just a few hours from now, you'll get a chance to see them out at Robbins Island, part of the big beach party celebration as we cap off Willmar Fest. They'll hit the water tonight at 7:30. You'll get to see all the acts like you would in Near Park, but on a little bit bigger piece of water at Robbins Island. The ski show itself is free tonight. We'll take a free will offering during the intermission, so you can come out, enjoy a great family fun, all part of the beach party. It's always fun to hear those engines, though, rev and see how hard they can pull
Really
people.
nice
It's
boats.
incredible.
Yeah.
You'll see a couple different boats with the Little Crow ski team, the ones that had the big engines in the back, the ones that can pull the pyramids and even some of the barefooters and the jumpers, and then some of the other boats which are maybe moved through. It's a jet boat for the most part, moves through the water a little smoother, perfect for the swivels and the strap duos and all the things that happen with the Little Crow ski team. Beautiful boats. here we have another one of our Willmarfest candidates. This is Leslie Alvarez. She's a 2017 graduate from Willmar Senior High School. She's been active in orchestra and band. Right now enrolled at the University of Sioux Falls. She's actually on a pre-health track. This young woman is a double major, biology and chemistry, and hopes to go to medical school, wants to be a doctor somewhere in the neurological field. Pretty ambitious. Leslie works for the Northwest Aquatic Center in the summer, and she's sponsored by Midwest Technology Campus.
And we have our New London royalty, Georgia, sweet girl, graduated with my daughter this year. And then we also have Amanda and Suzanne as our New London royalty.
You know, we saw all the gorgeous boats from the Little Crow ski team. I like the classic boat from the New London royalty. Very nice. Next up, the folks from Cub. Yes, Cub for your life. They've been proudly serving our community for 19 years now.
Hard to believe. I still remember when that store went up.
And there wasn't that much around it back when it went up.
And the Kandiyohi County Dairy Association and their ambassadors are royalty today. Dairy princesses Carissa, Brooke, and Chloe, along with their court of junior princesses. They wish you a dairy delightful summer.
Of course,
and
June is Dairy Month.
It is Dairy Month, and I was going through the Cashwise parking lot on the day of the burger, Build-A-Burger, and had to dodge several. The line was long.
Yes, it was. Our Willmarfest royalty was there actually helping to serve as part of the big Dairy Days celebration. I know our KWM had their Dairy Days broadcast, all the fun and festivities go on with a month-long celebration for Dairy Days. Oh, there's the Distinct Green, the Trans Systems crew. Trans Systems located in Renville. They've been proudly part of the Willmar community since 2006. You talk about those trucks, you see them all over the place. They're very recognizable. The crew from Trans Systems, all about safety. It's a daily way of life for them. You can call the Renville office for more information on employment opportunities. Look at the waves and the smiling faces.
And this is the Bruton royalty. Seems to be sparkly hearts as a theme this year or something. So Miss Bruton is Kendra. We have the Bruton princesses, Sarah and Jenna. And then the little Miss Brutons, we have Natalie and Emma.
Boy, on a hot day today, I bet you this crew would love to be in the water. They are the Willmar Area Racing Stingrays. It's WARS, W-A-R-S, Willmar Aquatic Racing Stingrays. They were founded in 1980. They're actually a nonprofit organization offering year-round competitive swimming programs from really young to old, just kind of getting in the water, novice to very competitive and skilled swimmers as well.
And from Glenwood, the Waterama and their royalty, celebrating their 63rd year, and it's usually the last weekend in July. Their float today, Waterama's junior royalty, Princess Olivia, junior Queen Kylie, and Waterama senior royalty, second Princess Alyssa, first Princess Anna, and Waterama Queen Rachel. And escorting the royalty, Vice Commodore Dane, Commodore Jeff, and Admiral Teresa. And they are the last weekend in July.
Now, this is one of the festivals that Willmarfest has actually been going to since day one. We've been there for 63 years, one of, I think, only 6 that they actually honored just a couple of years ago. And it's been one of our favorite
It's a beautiful area.
festivals to go to.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. We're always excited to have them come back and be part of Willmarfest. I think we know this crew.
Yes.
Yes, this is Q102, more music, more variety.
There's Mrs. Todd right there.
Yes, look at that. Does that mean Todd's walking?
And there's Tim.
Tim Burns from Q102. I think maybe Mary Ellen Mock is driving. Watch out, Tim. And of course, the crew from 100.1 Big Country, they play all the big stars and the big songs. I think I failed to mention News Talk 1340 and 96.3 FM, KWLM as well. Lakeland Broadcasting, of course, sponsors for Works Over Water tonight at 10 o'clock, all part of the beach party.
And our final candidate in the parade today is Carly Holstein. She's 18, very active in music, band, choir, and softball in high school, National Honor Society, Key Club. She's also been very active in her church, including being a Sunday school teacher. She's at the College of St. Benedict and majoring in elementary education. And she also, this summer, works at the Willmar Community Ed and Rec. And her Willmar Fest sponsor is Data Success. So that is Carly Holstein.
And then here we have Miss Painesville Royalty. Their festival was just a couple of weeks ago up in Painesville. We had an opportunity to get up there and have a lot of fun with them and invite their royalty back to come and hang out. This is one of their first opportunities to actually get out as newly crowned royalty for Town and Country Days in Painesville. We're in a streak of crowns, all the glitter, all the sparkle.
And these fine young ladies are from Sauk Center. And we have Miss Sauk Center Jenna and Princesses Maria and Emily. I don't want to rate crowns, but I think that's the biggest one I've seen yet today.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. Next up is the Litchfield Watercade Royalty. You have Queen Maddie, Princess Hannah, and Courtney. They want you to come out and celebrate the 62nd annual Watercade. That happens July 12th through the 15th in Litchfield. You get tickets for their street dance, the Meeker County Fairgrounds. They have Baden Dixie and Mitch Gordon. That's Saturday night on the 14th. And all the other fun and festivities. They host a great festival and a pretty fun parade, I might have to say.
And Domino's, they always have their parade special, $4. 10-inch pepperoni pizza, but you have to get it today, I believe. Domino's Pizza.
Their car newly wrapped with their mascot on the front, their
logo.
Team Honey Badger. I love it. It's the crew from Domino's. Ooh, that pizza does look good there. I wonder if that's what they're throwing out. Is it great pizza? Probably not.
Coupons. That's what it's called.
Coupons and candy.
And another downtown gem is the Goodness Coffee House. Coffee and community is their theme, from great tasting drinks to events, and they have good food too. The Goodness in downtown Willmar. With the little coffee cup on the top of the roof.
Oh, thank you.
That's the perfect car for them. Pennock Fun Days and their junior royalty. We have Junior Queen Amelia. And I can't tell, is the Junior King hanging out in there too? The Junior King is Rylan. Beautiful black convertible on a perfect day.
And right behind them, the guys from The Fortress, a Christ-centered restoration program for men who have struggled with addiction. They do a great job, located on the northwest side of Willmar.
Yeah, great group of guys getting out and volunteering and really reclaiming life back in the community. They're partnering up with Atlas of West Central Minnesota for the big music festival coming up in August. See the smoke billowing from the top of the float there. It's the 2018 Anoka Halloween Royal Ambassadors. The ambassadors, Martha, Amber, and Abby, that would invite you out to their festivities really throughout the month in October in Anoka. You can keep your eye out for their friendly skeletal overseers, Phil, Frank, and I think Fido the dog's on there as well. They celebrate Halloween and they do it big in Anoka. Actually, one of the fun parades because they require you, if you want to be part of it, to be in costume.
Cool.
So you come up with a different theme for all the different royalty that wants to come be part of it. And on top of it, the people that come to watch the parade, they come in costume too.
That sounds fun.
It's actually a neat fun festival. Actually, the largest Halloween parade.
All at this point, but it sounds fun. And the United Way of West Central Minnesota and the Gromobile you were mentioning earlier, James, that the candidates were volunteering. One of the things they volunteered with this week.
The Summer Snowmobile program gets out to area parks. They will do a preschool experience for kids. Really spend a lot of time just engaging kids. We're part of the Talking and is Teaching campaign. Just an opportunity to really help kids get ready and have an opportunity to be successful in school as they get into kindergarten.
And Community Health Service in the Grande Parade today, meeting the health needs of the community.
See, that's a great way to enjoy a Willmar Fest parade. Sitting in the chair, tossing candy at kids.
With an umbrella.
Yeah, need your shade. Next up is the crew from Bethel Lutheran Church in downtown Willmar. They're celebrating GIFT. That's Generations in Faith Together. It's all part of their Noah's Ark float. You can come join them on Sundays for worship at 9:15. I don't know if we could get the animals 2x2 on that pontoon.
I like the pig hat.
I do too. That's great. Looks like Noah standing there on the front.
Taking that job very seriously. And how implement a fixture in Willmar for I don't know how long, but
or just now they're celebrating their 100th anniversary.
Glad I asked.
Of Haug implement from big toys, the little. You can start out small, work your way up from that to the next one, and then I have a feeling there's going to be something a little bit bigger following.
I hope so. There we go. That's the kind of toy to have.
I wonder if they make a mower deck big enough for a rig like that. Probably several you can pull behind it.
Get your lawn done in about 10 minutes, James.
Oh, looks like Paul and Holly Haug up in the top of that big rig from Haug Implement. Of course, John Deere Green.
And Weichert Realtors and Tower Properties. I have to admit, I was one of those people who saw those signs all over town, and I did not get it. Makes perfect sense.
But what a clever way, because when you read the name, the way it's spelled correctly, it is a little confusing. And then once the Weichert makes sense, now we know how to say it. Behind Weichert Realtors, we have our Willmar Lions Club. They're serving in the city of Willmar for over 75 years, involved in so much. The Willmar New Lions hosted a really neat pet walk and run that benefited the dog park in Willmar.
Oh, very good.
Just a great opportunity, and many members really had a fun time with that. Double duty, holding the sign and walking the dog.
Like Darlene Bradford.
Yes, it is. It's Darlene clowning it up with the Lions.
Awesome.
Oh, she is so good. I have the best picture of Darlene from the block party.
Yes.
With Brad Hansen from the ambulance squad. All smiles. I think next up we have the Kandiyohi County Recycling Team. Of course, dedicated to its mission of keeping our communities clean and healthy through cost-effective recycling services to protect our natural environment and resources for future generations. What does the motto go? Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Maybe next time. Good luck as always.
All right, not as long as you.
And Ed Service Center and Towing. They've been serving Kandiyohi County for almost 50 years, and they'd like to say thank you for all your support. Faith does a great job carrying on the business, and they're just very good at what they do.
They're another crew that has all the right sized toys to pick up all of your toys that have broken down.
Yes.
I believe right behind them, you'll see some people wearing their green shirts. That is George Corky Berg. He is running for county commissioner in District 1. I don't see Corky on camera right now, but I see the crew from there.
And Willmar hockey. They have the Willmar Warhawks. I'm sure you've seen the signs in the bus. Back for their 3rd season. It's high school hockey and Willmar Hockey Association. And they have all kinds of different programs from pre-mite, 9th grade. You can learn to skate. And then, of course, they have their adult league as well. Those are always fun to watch. And they have an open skate and open hockey this fall at the Willmar Civic Center. That's Willmar hockey under one roof.
There goes Corky running to catch up. It's always hard as a politician or a hopeful politician to be out in a parade.
Must have been having a good chat.
Yes, always having a good chat, I think. Now there's the Willmar Warhawks bus that they travel all over to their games in. Of course, their home ice at the Cardinal Arena at the Willmar Civic Center. Well, next up, we have the Community Christian School of Willmar celebrating its 40-year anniversary this year. They have a family conference coming up. It's called Families to the Front. That's happening on August 25th. And you might notice some camouflage there, maybe a duck boat. Well, they're going to have some special guests coming up for their Families to the Front. John Goodwin and Justin Martin. Recognize those names?
Duck Dynasty.
Yes, they're from A&E's Duck Dynasty, and they will be here. Again, that's August 25th. You can find out more information with the Community Christian School of Willmar. His mascot. I believe this is Maynard 4th of July Festival's representative. Of course, Maynard just down the road past Clear City, part of the Kre School District. They put out a pretty incredible 4th of July special. We think a lot of the Spicer area for 4th of July.
Right.
Oh, just as much fun happening in Maynard. Princeburg also has a pretty fun 4th of July festival.
And more music for us. The Fergus Falls High School Marching Band. They're going to present a patriotic mix today. They've had first place finishes in Seattle, Boston, and they've also represented the state of Minnesota. They've been at the presidential inaugural parades twice. 2017, the band performed in the Independence Day Parade in the City of Cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So these guys, again, just are amazing as well. So you'll hear a little Yankee Doodle Dandy, Stars and Stripes, Grand Old Flag, and so on.
right, the Salvation Army, they have served the Willmar area since 1897. Just a great crew. They partner with a lot of different organizations, obviously to provide emergency disaster services, but also warm meals for kids throughout the summer months. When you think of kids away from school, they don't have school lunches.
Right.
The Salvation Army steps up. They partner with the Snowmobile and Willmar Public Schools, and just a great organization that are there looking out for people and helping protect. They have a program called Pathways of Hope, Getting Ahead. They have plenty of summer camps. They're located right there by Caris Health and Rice Hospital, just next door to the post office.
And we also have Hope for Recovery, a Christian recovery group in the Willmar Fest Grande Parade.
Next up, the Belgrade ambassadors, both the ambassadors and junior ambassadors, they celebrate August Fest in Belgrade. That's coming up this year on August 11th. They've worked on the Princess Wave.
In sync.
Yes. They have a captain somewhere on the float that's saying, "All right, switch." There it was. I saw it. The switch, and then we wave the other way. Try their best not to miss anybody.
And the Village Children's Museum, a nonprofit museum serving the Willmar area. So this is for kids up to age 10. It's ideal for them. They have event space for birthday parties, celebrations, meetings, and so on. So that's the Village Children's Museum.
I know you don't have anybody between, well, the newborn up to 10 anymore at your house.
No, I do not.
What a cool facility. And it's in the old roller rink building.
Oh,
so it's kind of harkened back to your days of skating around there.
Sure.
But it is a hands-on, interactive children's museum for kids.
Very
Just
cool.
a fun time. Oh, this is Montevideo Fiesta Days. I was expecting the big blue float.
Too.
Oh, they're newly crowned ambassadors. A couple of them couldn't be with them today, but they are here. Once again, thrilled to be part of Willmar Fest, and their Montevideo Fiesta Days happens the third weekend in June. It's always Father's Day weekend. So we were there just this past weekend.
And another school of dance. This is the Main Point, a local dance studio based out of Kandiyohi. The dancers performing for you 2nd through 6th graders. They also start at age 3 through 12. They have a wide variety of classes: ballet, tap, jazz, high kick. And if you're interested, check out mpdancer.com. So Main Point Dance. It's the one my daughter was in.
Oh,
Did a great job. My dance recital days are over, though, but it's fun to watch.
Now, there's
It's
a
fun to
lot of the
watch.
dance studios, though, that are getting older adults or adults in general out and dancing. I know my sister does that. So there still might be a chance for you, Bev, maybe to participate.
That would require coordination on my part, which is not going to happen.
Yeah, I got 2 left feet, too. The red signs over town. You can see the red shirts following behind from the crew from Edina Realty. Now they're actually doing something fun as part of the Willmarfest parade and the Spicer 4th of July parade. That house right there?
Yes.
They're giving that away.
Oh.
Yes, all you have to do.
Thinking, I want that.
Isn't that cute? I don't think it's a tiny house that you can actually live in, but
it could be like a she shed.
Oh, there you go.
Know? So
yeah. If you like their Facebook page and type parade into the comments and share the post, you've got a chance to win that little house.
Oh, I'm on it. Co-op Credit Union joining us in the Grande Parade today for Willmarfest, your full-service financial institution. They're located right inside the Willmar Cub Foods and proud sponsors of the Berenstain Bears Financial Literacy Program. And, of course, they set up kids' Cub, what they call the Cub account.
Very cool. Oh, they're the Berenstain Bears right there. Next up is the Snow Skippers Snowmobile Club. They do snowmobile races during winter on Foot Lake. You may have seen them out there. They also have a little bit of fun with some ATV training and snowmobile training for kids. Again, that's a Snow Skippers Snowmobile Club. Safety first. He's wearing his helmet, even on the float.
And the Humane Society of Meeker and Kandiyohi County's Hawk Creek Animal Shelter, the nonprofit organization. Their purpose to help abused, neglected, and abandoned and stray animals, as well as to educate the public on the proper care of animals and promote spaying and neutering of companion animals as well. That's where we got all three of our fur babies. So great place. I can't even go in there anymore, James, because I want to take them all home. Every cat, every dog, I want to bring them home.
Nothing wrong with that. I just love that they get help from all the different dogs. You got the Adopt Me sign right there.
Yeah.
Of course, you can adopt the dog today at the parade.
Correct.
But if you stop over at the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter, I'm sure they will help you out. Bobby Bauman and her crew do such a great job of caring for animals all over the community.
And you can certainly volunteer there as well, whether it's exercising the dogs or any number of ways you can help out.
She's tried that a couple times already.
Creekside greenhouses. I've spent way too much money there. This is a great place. I think this is the second year that she's been in business and run by a horticulturist. Just the plants are amazing. So it's the former Frank's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in Pennock. So it's very, very peaceful. Really great place.
And here is Anita Flo and Ken Flo, her husband. Anita is running for the Minnesota House of Representatives.
I should give him when he goes in his
gowithflow.com.
Tell Grandpa to get me to tie Merle when he goes to the farm. Grandpa.
Oh, I love seeing
wow.
those things. They were out at the downtown block party with the Willmar JCs. Of course, if you don't know what this is Knocker Ball of Willmar. Whether it's a party, an event, a festival like Willmar Fest, you can rent Knocker Ball. They do combat archery, foot darts. They've got more inflatable things from a movie projector, all the things you want to do. But what you do is you jump inside one of these suits, Beth, and someone else does, well, a bunch of people, and you run and bounce into each other left and right and get knocked on your keister and end up with your feet in the air. It is so much fun to watch. The kids absolutely love it. And pretty protected in there.
You can check them out on Facebook too. The Hutchinson Marching Tigers, proud to present their show. It's called Never Ending Nightmares. Interesting title. The band's sporting a new look this year and under the direction of Kevin Kleindell and Cindy Myers. Their drum majors, Madison and Emma. So let's give a listen.
How's it going?
Flowing them, every time you see the rocks, I instantly know who this is. This is the Hutchinson JC's Water Carnival. They've got only their regular royalty, but the juniors and even the seniors running along in the back of the truck. You can celebrate that in Hutchinson. That's just coming up in a few short weeks, too.
That was a very cool idea for a float.
Up next, it looks like it is the Great Lakes Training Group. They do judo and jiu-jitsu for ages really 4 and up. It'll improve your child's concentration, or maybe even your concentration. Your balance, motor skills can help you with your dancing, Bev, and ability to follow instructions. They do age-appropriate self-defense skills that better enable you to deal with real-life situations you may encounter in today's world. Pretty sure I know a few of the members of the Great Lakes Training Crew.
Yeah, I saw them over there.
Riverbank's own Shane Johnson and Javier Valenzuela are members of this crew. Usually it's Shane tossing Javi, from what I understand, but like I said, all ages for judo and jiu-jitsu.
And we also have Eric Holeen for Kandiyohi County Sheriff. He is running for the Sheriff's Office to enhance Kandiyohi County's responsiveness to all residents by serving and protecting using the concepts of mission first, people always, while striving for excellence. Again, that is Eric Holeen running for Kandiyohi County Sheriff. That primary again, August 14th. There's Eric right there.
You got more cars in there? You got cars?
I really love their website. Adventure is calling. Yes, join scouting. It is the Willmar Area Scouts. You can join the scouting team and let the adventure begin. Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts. I wonder if they still have Weebelows. That's how long ago it was when I was a scout.
Yeah.
But the scouting kids, they learn so many great things, whether it's outdoors and all the merit badges they work towards. But the scouting troop's very strong and very proud here in the Willmar area.
Yeah, we still found candy.
Excuse me. Step on the blanket.
I was the songmeister for our
Oh,
Cub
yeah.
Scouts, yes. Which is interesting because I don't really sing. But you do what you got to do. Yeah, it's a great organization.
Yeah, but you have that radio voice. See?
I can talk, I can't sing. Then behind the Scouts, Atlas of West Central Minnesota Christ-centered mentoring ministry, committed to helping anyone who's hurting to find healing and support. It stands for Attaining Truth, Love, and Self-Control. And they have a website that you can check out, atlaswcmn.org, atlaswcmn.org.
We mentioned before that they are partnering up with Fortress
Right.
for their One Way Festival. That's coming up here in August. They're bringing in some great Christian music and maybe some food and fun and festivities.
It's kind of been missing in the Willmar area since Sunshine
Absolutely.
Festival left us, so that's good.
August 25th, I believe it's
Very
coming
cool.
up. Oh, I always love the sound. The singing auctioneers. Yes, it's Flatbow Auctions. You can plan to attend their fantastic quilt auction. This is coming up July 27th to 28th. Have you been there before to the quilt auction?
Yes,
It is so neat to
It's
see
fun.
the incredible artistry.
right.
But then to have Flatbow Auctions, they're singing away and
When it's such
auctioning
a
everything off.
beautiful
Oh, yes.
location, too.
It's all happening on the shores of beautiful Green Lake for the Green Lake Bible Camp. Again, that's July 27th and 28th with the Flatbow Auctions team.
There they are. There's Dale.
Son, daughters, and son.
Country, Hot Country K95. We have also decades of light rock favorites on the river and gold country on KDJS. So you'll hear things like Rush Limbaugh, Minnesota Twins, Gopher football, and basketball.
She was shot.
Next up here, we have the crew from Bethany Christian Services. Oh, you can see the distinctive trucks coming along. That's the crew from West Central Sanitation. It's our good neighbors we've come to trust. Once again, they accept any waste generated from the parade. They'll actually pick up as you're walking by, throw your stuff in the back for the parade, because they are the last entry in the 2018 Willmar Fest Grand Day Parade.
And we want to thank you and also mention, of course, the behind-the-scenes folks, Rudy Vigil, Larry Selchow, Cody Miller, Katie Vigil, and myself and James Miller. You've been watching the Willmar Fest Grande Parade.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back next year. You can check it out again right here on RAC TV.